What's up? Derek Lambert here. So you see me jamming with the SWAT mask. And you know, back when I was using, we'd drive by locations and we'd scope out. We'd look for stuff to steal. You know, you're thinking, alright, at night, where can I go? What can I grab? What can I take to keep feeding the beast? That beast is no joke. That beast takes all control over you. And this is why people do things they never would have done if it weren't for the drugs. But a lot of times they think it's just the drugs. The drugs, yes, they fog the mind. They cloud the frontal cortex, or whatever it's called. Your decision-making point in the brain is all messed up. So you make a lot of the wrong decisions. Some people don't steal. Hey, good job. I can't say that for myself. I'm sure a lot of people relate to me when they say they've stolen from their family member, they've stolen from their wife, they've taken from their sister, their brother, or whoever it might have been, their neighbor, the guy down the road, just to be able to keep feeding the habit. And that's where I was. I was taking, I was stealing, I was lying, I was cheating, I was doing whatever I had to do to scheme to get my drugs. Shoot, I was stealing from my own wife and kids, if you don't know about my story. But today, I don't steal. I give away. I always give now. I'm not the one who's always taking. I'm the one who's working and giving away and giving away and giving away. I have turned into what is called the giving tree, which is part of my story. If you've never read the book by Shel Silverstein, The Giving Tree, totally recommend it. So I was thinking about Kurt when I played this song, by the way. Way Down We Go, Kaleo. And it made me think of him. You know, I miss him. He'll be out on Christmas Day, so I'll have some Christmas presents for him from my hard work. Not from stealing, but from working my you-know-what off. You know, there's a lot of people who are depressed and alone right now. And they've done the things that I just mentioned. They beat themselves up and they don't realize that it's not they're bad people. They've done bad things, yes, but they're not bad people. This right here was messed up. But the reason why this was messed up from the drugs, usually there's an underlying problem. Some type of trauma, something dramatic take place in their life or in their past that usually wants them to escape reality. Or to come back to what they think is reality, and it requires these drugs to make them feel like they're normal again. And that's what I did. I drowned myself in all this stuff to try and make myself feel better, because there was some other stuff that was going on underneath, and a lot of stuff from my past, you know, trauma. So I was like thinking about that. I said, dang, I bet you there's a lot of people who stole and lied and did all that stuff to get their drugs, you know. And in any case, Kurt and I have done these things together, obviously, to try and stay with our habit and to keep getting our drugs, to keep maintaining. And I'll never forget looking down at the spoon in the back seat of the car that me and Kurt were in the day that I ended up taking a piece of Suboxone just so I wouldn't hurt anymore. But I had to get a front from the dope dealer, and I spilt half of my spoon. So I'm crying, I'm freaking out. And Kurt and I are in the back. I did my shot, I looked down at the spoon, I saw my own reflection. And I started crying, and I said, how did we get here, man? How did we go down this far? You know, I used to have everything together, and life was great. Why would someone who had all these things that going for him do such a thing? And I realized I had a lot of demons inside, if you will. It took me some time to work through them, but here I am today, you know, staying clean. I got off the drugs, I worked on my problems, and I continued to work on my problems so that I wouldn't go back to the drugs. It's really that simple. Guys, Kaleo, this is the artist here. Kaleo's got some good stuff. Makes me keep thinking of Kurt, because Kurt likes this kind of music. And, you know, my heart's out with him, especially during this season. There's a lot of people who are depressed and lonely, and they've been reaching out, and they're like, I'm struggling. This beast is serious. And this is why I make these videos. It's the hardest thing I ever did in my life, but best thing I ever did in my life. And yeah, the way that heroin feels is amazing. It really is. No doubt. Unbelievable. It makes you feel euphoria like you've never felt before. And this is one of the reasons why I was drawn to it. But I feel so much better these days than I've ever felt doing drugs. Dead serious. I wake up, I don't need anything. You know, a lot of the ancient religions of the world have these same concepts. You know, I'm more fond of the Bible, don't get me wrong. I know other ancient religions or ancient texts. Let me not say religion, because a religion is, in my opinion, there's a variety of religions that are based off of ancient text. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. You know, that's the concept coming from the Old Testament. But in the other ancient religions and stories, or whatever you would like to call them, they have similar themes of that getting rid of self, getting rid of that self-righteous, I'm going to be right, it's for me, I want for me. Once you start breaking away and stop wanting and start giving, that's when things start to work out better in your favor. It's better to give than to take, you know, that kind of concept. You know, I saw a guy on YouTube recently talk about how he would break into buildings and stuff to get his high, and I related to that. I said, holy crap, I used to do stuff like that to get high. And, you know, it gives drug addicts a bad, you know, view from the world. But they don't understand that this thinking, decision-making process is all jacked up because of the chemicals. It's not that they're bad people, it's just they do bad things because they're sick. I'd love to see better science come out where we could help people in this situation, because I've experienced that. But you're going to have your haters, you know? You're going to have your haters. It's just the way that this whole cookie crumbles, you know? I'm definitely excited about Kirk coming. I can't tell you, if he gets out on Christmas Day, what a gift, you know? Hopefully they'll let him out, but we'll see. We'll see. Until then, I'll be watching your YouTube videos, everybody, and waiting to come back and comment on them. I'm going to sneak in there and comment on your YouTube videos. Stay clean. Keep sharing this message of hope to people, because it can be done. Over 3 years clean. I'm so happy about that, and I'm going to try and keep going. That's all I can say. From yours truly, Derek Lambert, the SWAT member. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.